What's going on, everybody? My name is Silverfan13, and welcome back to not welcome back. Welcome to my 2024 recap. In this, I will be discussing all the things I did this year and what I really and what I expect for the future and such. One of the things I really want to point out is that a lot has happened to me this year. One of the things is, I feel like that I have gotten better in my videos with the editing and whatnot. Though there's a lot I want to improve upon. One such thing is that I'm actually wanting to improve on my editing skills as well as the recording software I use. And I'm thinking about switching over to OBS sometime, if I can get the right settings, of course. Which is going to take some time, but I think I can do it. I can do it as long as just as long as I can do things correctly, but I'll figure it out in due time. Another thing is that as for things I did this year, a lot of things happened. One, I am now officially 18 years. Sorry about that. I had to take care of one little thing, but as I was saying, yeah, I wanted to improve on my editing, and I wanted to switch over to OBS sometime. But anyway, one of the things, one of the things I did also want to say that I am officially now 18 years old. Yep, I'm officially an adult, and I am very happy, I must say, and yeah. One of the things I also did manage to do is I actually, as for things I did, I completed 2 Let's Plays this year. One of them being Ben 10 Ultimate Alien Cosmic Destruction and Ben 10 Omniverse, which I'm happy I did those because Ben 10 content does really well on my channel, and that was the first redo LP that I have done. Because I am going to do more. One of them I do plan to, as for one of my future plans, my future plans are going to be, let's see, one of my future plans is to redo my Let's Play on Sonic Riders Zero Gravity, as well as do a Let's Play on the original Sonic Riders, since I feel like that my commentary on Sonic Riders Zero Gravity didn't do justice. I feel like it didn't do that game justice before, but who knows? That will be in the future. That'll be sometime in the future. I'll redo Sonic Riders Zero Gravity and do the Let's Play on the original Sonic Riders, but considering that I did showcase Sonic Riders DX last year. But anyway, as for games I played this year, I played a couple of them. Most notably, I played through Ratchet & Clank Future A Crack in Time, which is easily my favorite game in the series. Right next to it would have to be right next to Up Your Arsenal and Rift Apart, but then again I haven't played Deadlocked or any of the other spin-off games, but I don't know if I plan to though, but that's just a side note. I did, A Crack in Time and Into Nexus. I just also did Into the Nexus I played, which, quick thoughts on that game. I really enjoyed the game, but, I just felt like it was really short, and honestly, the game didn't run too well. I don't know why Insomniac thought that making the game run at 30 frames per second as opposed to 60 was a good idea, but that's just me. another thing is that I wanted to also like to add that I'm happy that as for the trophy hunting, I actually platinum 12 games this year, which I thought was really good since this was my most productive year, I felt. But overall, that's mostly on the game related side of things. That's mostly the game related side of things. Mostly since that's mostly what I did this year. Now on the movie / TV show side of things. Now one of the few things I did see this year was Moon Girl and Devil Dinosaur Season 2. Now, unfortunately, as for that series, I unfortunately discovered a month ago actually that unfortunately the series is canceled and will not be in game renewed for season 3, and that season 2 which will be the final batch of episodes both will be releasing for the series, and that's it, and that'll be it. Which I am very sad that series that series will not be in season 3 because that's one of my favorite Martin cartoons of the modern era. But alas, things are getting cancelled left and right nowadays, unfortunately, in 2024. Another thing I also wanted to mention is another show that on the other side, I decided to go back to the world of anime, which anime isn't all that prevalent on my channel, which is kind of strange considering I did kick 1 view of Dragon Ball FighterZ virus back in 2022. But anyway, back in 2022. But anyway, in terms of animes, I actually checked out the original Naruto series. I finished all the episodes and skipped all the filler episodes. I was watching Shippuden, but honestly, I got a little bored of it. In all honesty, but I'll get back into it whenever I feel like it. Even though it's a bunch of animes I actually do also want to watch, but anyway, I really enjoyed the original Naruto series. I thought it was really good, and I can't wait to progress into the future with Shippuden once I feel like going back into it. And another thing I also did this year with Sonic, not Sonic. I also watched Soul Eater, which is one of my favorite animes of all time, easily. If you don't know, my favorite characters are Black Star and Kid, and Death the Kid, as well as who else do I like? I think that's about it, really. That's really about it. That's one thing I discovered, really. But yeah, that's what I mostly did on the world of anime on the TV shows. Well, not just TV shows. We'll go back to TV shows when we move on to movies real quick. So as for movies, the first movie I saw was Kung Fu Panda 4 in theaters back in March, and honestly, now that I am seeing it honestly is easily the weakest out of the 4 films, and it really should have ended at 3. And there were a lot of moments in the movie where there were a lot of questionable moments and things that didn't make a whole lot of sense, but that's just near there. Later on though, I also checked out later on I did check. I also checked out later on down the line, I checked out the what's it? I checked out the oh, later on I got a surprise. One of my family surprised me and took me to see Inside Out 2 later on in June, which is easily another one of my favorite Pixar movies and easily one of my favorite movies of the year. Easily. The way that this movie handled puberty and the way that, and I love the character of Anxiety, and yeah, I really enjoyed this one. This one easily one of my favorites of the year. During the later on during the summer, I actually also checked out now we're back to the movie side of things, to the TV show side of things. Forgive me, this is a little bit disjointed, but on to the movie things. I also saw X-Men '97, which that series blew me away of how it handled its heavy themes, and I cannot wait for season 2 of this series to release, though it is going to be a little while though. It probably won't be because it won't be until 2025, unfortunately, but alas, it'll be worth the wait, I must say. Because if you don't know, thanks to this series, my love, thanks to this series, I love the X-Men. Is one of my new special interests, you can say. But anyway, more on that later. More on that whenever I do one of the X-Men. If I will go back to X-Men content, but who knows? Another thing is that I actually, and then later on in like August, I saw in August I actually checked out Deadpool and Wolverine, which this movie also surprised me. This movie was hilarious and it's easily one of the most funniest movies I've seen this year. And it's another one of my favorites of the year as well. Funny thing is, both this movie and Inside Out 2 were actually the number one. Inside Out 2 was the number one animated film, is officially the number one animated film of all time, alongside the movie, alongside Deadpool was the number one R-rated movie of all time. So that's actually really cool. That's really cool. Right? And they both like these two movies. And I'm trying to think. Later on, I actually did a couple other things, and later on I actually checked later on two movies in September that actually got released. One of them being Transformers 1 and the Wild Robot. Which as for real quick on Transformers 1, Transformers 1, this was a really good movie and easily the best. I want to say I need to do a re-ranking. That's the thing of all the Transformers movies now that we have what's it called? Now that we have Transformers 1. Transformers 1 I thought was really good. A shame that the marketing kind of just basically doomed the movie. Because the marketing basically killed the movie, sadly. But yeah, Transformers was a really good movie. And I do feel bad that the movie They're in fact, they're actually willing to do a sequel if there's like enough fan demand. If there's like enough fan demand for it. Like if there's like enough fan demand for it. But yeah, if there's like enough fan demand, they might do a sequel, but who knows what will happen. And on to The Wild Robot. I really love this movie, and I do think it's easily one of DreamWorks' best films in recent memory, right next to Puss in Boots: The Last Wish. Because like the themes of this movie also really hit hard, as well as this movie made me cry multiple times. I will admit that, definitely. And overall, that's actually oh, and most noteworthy, also not too long back, also forgot to mention, in November also, and later in November, I decided to check out the last, few episodes of Craig of the Creek, which, is quite sad. It is sad to see that series go, in all honesty, because it's another one of my favorite shows of all time. As you can see here, my avatar is inspired by the series, so that's another thing. But though I am sad to see the series go, I do want to pay respect to all the people who worked on the show. Thank you very much. And lastly, I also discovered another new series this year, and that is the Scott Pilgrim series. Most notably, the live-action movie and the anime Scott Pilgrim Takes Off, which I really enjoyed both of these. I love the style that both of the movie and the anime had, and I think they're really cool. And I'm going to see if I can get myself Scott Pilgrim vs. the World, the game, sometime. But overall, that's pretty much what I did this year. As for the future of my channel, I'm not sure what's gonna happen. I have a lot of big dreams and aspirations of my own I want to do, as well as majorly big projects. And next year I actually want to take more risk, like with some of my projects. I want to do I want to take more risk on my projects, and I want to take more risk when it comes to making them, and take the time I need to make my videos a lot more better with editing and such, but only time will tell. But other than that, that is pretty much it for my 2024 recap. So I want to thank you all so much for watching, and thank you all so much for watching my content I made over this year, and I hope to see, and I hope you guys stick around for what I make next. So other than that, I wish you all a happy new year, and see you all in 2025.